McGinnis and the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
This is unequivocally the sweetest.
Hey everyone, guess who's back? It's Kamish, back here with another draft preview. This time it's Ryan and Deuce Bombers, last year's champ, and to prove it, I'll just show you quickly. Ryan and Deuce Bombers, of course, last year's champ, well-deserved champ, a guy who has had a lot of success in this league. Just looking at it, his career record's 30-10. That's a 750 win percentage, the best in history of the LOC. So a guy that's definitely worthy to finally get his name on the plaque, and a 5-1 playoff record. So a team that's definitely one to watch out for year after year since he's entered. He's now been in the league for 3 years. His first year, he did make it to the finals, and then here, year three times the charm, he wins the title. So looking at his schedule, we got some divisional matchups. Week 4 versus the Sharks, Week 6 versus Sasha Heineken, and then Week 9 versus Fighting Geese, and Week 11 versus the 12th man. Two teams. All three teams were vying for the title there right at the end. So he'll play those two teams at the end. So I'll be excited to see how all three of those teams are doing at that point. Looking at the keepers, he's got Kareem Hunt, third best running back in fantasy last year. And then you had David Johnson, who was obviously a menace 2 years ago before the injury. So we'll see if he's able to rebound and come back. Then he's got Keenan Allen from the Chargers. He was the third best wide receiver last year, a guy that rebounded from a poor year the year before. Mike Evans, a poor year for him at 18th in fantasy. He was considered to be definitely a top 5 wide receiver coming in. Famous Jameis kind of let him down, I think, this year. And then a tight end, of course, probably his hero, Gronk, at second. So second best tight end. So obviously the keepers are very solid for Deuce Bombers. He was able to position himself last year in a good spot to have a lot of high draft picks, and obviously vied for a title this year and still left himself in a great spot to repeat. No first rounder, but he does have the first pick in the second round, the 21st pick. He has 2 fourths, 2 sixths, so he does have a standard 10 picks in the first 10 rounds. Which is, I think, at bare minimum, if you want to succeed, you have to have that. Then 9 picks in round 11 to 20, and 11 picks in rounds 21 to 30. So the outlook for Deuce Bombers is he has a very well-balanced team. I notice he's taken the strategy again of keeping no quarterback, just like he did last year. You can see it didn't really affect him, though. He had a rotating quarterback room, Andy Dalton and others, which obviously guided him to a title, which helped him to be good enough. And it'll be interesting to see what quarterbacks are available as well. I mean, I got Patrick Mahomes on the market. If I can't find a suitor for him, I mean, that's a quarterback that Deuce Bombers might be able to take. So, other people in the league, maybe we need to start looking at this strategy. Deuce Bombers is obviously doing it 2 years in a row, keeping no quarterback. And we'll see if it works for him this year. All I can say is great success last year, and congratulate Ryan and Deuce Bombers for a great year last year. But this year, it's all new.